Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody. Let's take a look again on the Bitcoin market. So starting from the weekly chart, and you can see that the current week stands relatively in a tight range, so market doesn't show any significant performance. Even recent reaction on the ADP report was not really significant, although one of the major driving factors for the Bitcoin that investors were watching is the policy and the sentiment of the Fed. In general, we could say that major events for the Bitcoin still stands ahead, and most important, it's what will happen around 30 even area. This is, I would say, in a row with this level. It's another one level, but on the bullish side. So if market just erase any chances for some kind of hand and shorts that we discussed and breaking it up, moving above the 30 even, that will be a great point to suggest that Bitcoin is moving higher. Until it will stand below the 30 even area, it will keep chances for this reversal type of action and keep chance on the possible downward drop. To be honestly, guys, based on the fundamental background that we have, I'm more tending to the idea that the chance on the downside collapse seems more significant rather than immediate, just rising from the ash and moving to the new tops. But who knows how investors will treat some events that could appear soon, what will happen in the United States and so on. Because right now market definitely is overestimating the importance of recent news. So you probably heard about that Coinbase have got the license in the Singapore, that in Middle East, the United Arab Emirates together with the Saudi Arabians tends to organize the news exchange that called M2, which should be, as they think, the largest hub in the world for the trading of the cryptocurrencies, which they actually have some suspicions. Recently, it was news that instead of the Mick McCarthy, should some other speaker could come that is pro-crypto person and that should support Bitcoin. So all this stuff is just, as you understand, well, it's definitely has not enough value to justify a rally on the Bitcoin. But investors are trying to use it to shake the markets and to just bring some inspiration, bring some positivity on the market to move it from the dead point. So recent jump that you could see here was mostly based on the same news. So some short positions have been liquidated. Also, this was some technical factor. This rally is mostly by the stop triggering and just closing of the big amount of shorts, as was shown on the exchange. But still, it's definitely not some really big fundamental event has happened, and that is what was going on here. And that's why I'm a bit not maybe skeptical, but I think that all this stuff has not enough the context to just prove the strength of the Bitcoin, to tell us, yes, this is probably the very strong bullish context and we need to consider taking the new long positions because it will be upward continuation. At least not now. Even potential events such as the adoption of the ETF from the all big banks and some other news, it will not become the decisive point, I suspect. Because if you remember, in Europe, it was the Jacobi ETF that had been initialized, well, probably 3 weeks ago. If you'll take like the amount of the assets under management, they have not increased. So you have the ETF, but people do not buy the shares. And what's the guarantee that even if BlackRock will get the Bitcoin ETF, that people start buying? Well, for me, the ETF is just a tool of the investment, but it doesn't change the core of the Bitcoin itself. Currently, another problem is the amount of the United States debt on the market that's just flowing with a big river on the markets, and it's fewer and fewer investors who are ready to absorb this debt. That is the problem. So That's what about the weekly chart. So as I said, 30% level will be, 30K level will be the most important here. Meantime, trend here stands bearish, and this is, well, from the technical point of view, just a retracement of the downward action. On the daily chart, we have normal reaction on the achievement of the target. So if you remember last time we talked about the OP, and we said that market probably will show some pullback, so you could consider for taking the position or accumulating the Bitcoin if you'd like to take part for a potential rally to the 30 even area. So if you would like to do this or consider to do this, you probably could, you need to start thinking about the accumulation of the position for a possible action. So that's particularly the XOP, which stands around 30-20 approximately, right, the level that we have specified. Right now, market stands in reaction. After some response and pullback retracement out of the OP, trend remains bullish here, so we even could suggest a bit deeper pullback here that will not break the overall bullish tendency. In particular, speaking on the 4-hour time frame chart, we are considering two levels. First one is market stands right there, so already 27 approximately, 27.20, testing the confidence. That's actually what we mentioned in this performance. And next one is 26.40. This is a 618 support. If even market will drop right there, it will not break the overall context that we have. So this will be deeper retracement, but it not will be really the turning point. That's why for accumulation you could use as this level, as next one, and another one that I will show you on hourly chart. The point is why we think that market still could show a bit deeper retracement is based on the shape of the current action, because this is, as you could see, definitely not this one. So this is not yet the continuation of the upward action. So it means that on a daily chart here it's not starting point of the major thrusting action, maybe major extension continuation. This is still a retracement, so it means that we could get another leg to the downside. This is just the ABCD pullback after the drop, and in fact we have some kind of the guarded chiplet to sell, which means that we're considering two levels. First one 27, this is COP, next one 26.40. Both of these levels make an agreement with the support level. So first one COP agrees with this one, if 618 support on the call out prediction, while the next one, the OP, of this ABC top D pattern, he agrees with the major 618 support. That's why we're talking about these levels. So if you would like to take the long position, you could consider first one, the COP, where you could think about taking some position. If market will keep dropping, the next one you will be watching for a major 618 support. If market will break all of them and drop below the 618, and especially will taken out of these lows, it means that current rally is over. So we will get deeper downward action on the daily chart, returning back to the 25 area. That's how much and how important bets actually stands right now on the table. So let's see what will happen. Just the bottom line, if you're not too confusing, we are not considering taking the short positions, except only if you trade on the intraday charts and you would like to scalp short with possible downward action. But our context on the daily is bullish. We're watching for taking the long position. The two levels to consider it. First one is around 27, second 26.40. That's two levels that we intend to watch.